So we are now moving over to politics. We're going to be looking at Floyd and we're going to be looking at Nick Fuentes later. Let's start with a local thing, seeing as we just went to the United States. Let's check out Floyd and what's happening over here regarding him. We got King Said So. Shout out to you, King Said So.
Habari ma Afrika, mimi ni King, ninafuraha kukutana na wewe. Asante kwa kutanzama King Said So. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, it has come to a point where the Mkhonto political party leader, Jacob Zuma, cannot ignore the wave of Floyd Shivambu anymore. It has come to a time where Jay-Z himself had to address this issue of Floyd publicly. Jacob Zuma never comes out really and
hey yo, like this Floyd situation has like changed very quickly, very rapidly. Have you seen it? Like this guy said that this is the best decision he has ever made quite recently, but now look where it's at.
Habari ma Afrika, mimi ni King, ninafuraha kukutana na wewe. Asante kwa kutanzama King Said So. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, it has come to a point where the Mkhonto political party leader, Jacob Zuma, cannot ignore the wave of Floyd Shivambu anymore. It has come to a time where Jay-Z himself had to address
So you see how the video went and now replayed itself, and there's internet connection issues. Now these are things that I have no control over, rather unlike when I was downloading these videos. There they don't stop. But now that this is a live recording, live technical difficulties just show up. So we're here. Floyd Shivambu's career is looking like, he's looking like the Mumish of the year. It's extremely sad. Let's have King Said So weigh in on it.
This issue of Floyd publicly. Jacob Zuma never comes out really and addresses matter, especially straight on, where you are left with no question as to his thoughts. I'm very happy that now things are clear. I told you guys, the only thing you can expect from Floyd Shivambu is a resignation from the MK political party. That is his only way. If he's going to start My We Africa or whatever the case is going to be, let it be so. But Floyd is going to frustrate them just a little bit longer up until the 20th. That's what I predicted. That Floyd wants to see just how intense this ground force that is going to march on the 20th of March of June. They say they are saving, protecting Jacob Zuma and protecting the MK political party and demanding the reinstatement of Floyd Shivambu to the Secretary General, which is never going to happen. Jacob Zuma has taken side. Jacob Zuma has swiped at Floyd Shivambu, has made it clear that the man is not important. Nobody is more important than the political party. And he has told the ground forces that want to march that he wants to see who are these people that are going to march. And they are going to be dealt with. That's what I told you guys. I said, march at your own risk. Go and take your time. If you go and march on the 20th, it must mean that you are ready to exit the MK political party with Floyd, which he will be expelled from the MK political party, because now they will just charge him by campaigning against the political party or influencing members wrongfully to attack the political party. Next week, Floyd Shivambu will be expelled from the MK political party. I want us to hear that speech of Jacob Zuma and what he said exactly. Break it down for you guys who might have missed it. Let's talk about that, Paseta, and much more.
We are the blueprint. Paseta is more than a school. It is a soil where the child of a farmer learns to feed nations, where the child of a township learns to build systems. This is Africa 16 June dreamed of. Not one that moves, but one that moves, that builds, that rises. We are the classroom they dreamt of. We are the future they fought for. They march, we build. We are the promise.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to...
I've got a daughter, yo, so I take time and I admire when I see little girls taking now the initiative to become human beings, to say things, even though they don't understand what that is. I was at a graduation for crash kids, and there was a 10-year-old whose parents I know to be quite educated and very smart. And she was a reflection of them. When she stood on the stage, she gave a speech that you'd think was written by Candace Owens. It had so much power in it, and you could feel that there's a woman in there. She's a woman of the future, and shout out to her parents. So shout out to that young girl there, King Said So.
If you look seriously, you'll realize that if we have one of us, let me just tell you, abantu asebeke baba o-secretary general kule sebe u7 manje ngoba sidlala noma ngabe uzazi ukuthi umkhulu uyathandwa yikho konke, we don't care. We talk about our party. Laba bala kule party abathi mabebona umuntu engasebenzi sikhuluma lesazi ukuthi kwenze njani noma enenkinga noma onile ebese sithi awusuke akekho umuntu odala ukuthi uyohlala esikhundleni kuyozangena ezulwini ayikho lonto akuyona indaba yakho if you don't know ozubuza ukuthi kwenze njani.
Let me let me start there, excuse me, with that point where he says, if you don't know, come and ask and we will tell you what happened. So if you go back to the beginning of the clip, he says, if you had to look at this issue serious, if one of us is out of order, we have to deal with them and we don't beg them. He says then there's been 7 secretary generals in the MK political party in the past year, might I add, and he says we don't play. He says even if you are big, referring to Floyd literally and metaphorically, even if you are loved, we don't care. When a politician starts using that word, we don't care, I get worried. I was telling many politicians from the ANC, EFF, everyone, even the ATM recently, the DA recently, I said, when you lose a member, it should be a matter of concern. Because politics is not a game of saying, let's see whose ideology is the best, let's see who can talk better, let's see who is the highest qualified, let's see whatever. Politics is about numbers. If you want to win elections, you have to care about the numbers. It is unignorable that Floyd Shivambu will chip a few thousand people out of the MK political party. They might not follow him wherever he's going, whether he's starting a new political party or not. They may not follow him there, but they will not vote MK. They will run the direction of the economic freedom fighters. They will run back to the IFP. They will run back to the Democratic Alliance. They will run back to the ANC, or they will abstain completely and not vote for anyone. But that is very unlikely to happen. People want to prove themselves that you don't tell us that you don't care. He says, the MK political party, no one will sit in a position up until they go to heaven. And that's the worrying fact about the MK political party. And that's the worrying factor about political parties that don't have elections, elective conferences. So you are not safe wherever you are. You can be officially named as the youth leader Uqiniso, who, I don't know, must I say, accidentally called Nkateko Ishangani. Yo. Hey? Ishangani. I mean, Zulu people know that is not a good term. Did he say that on purpose? Is he ignorant? When you look at the 12 official languages in South Africa, do you come across Shangani? So, I don't know. And my younger brother is in Nkateko, by the way. Hey, Bafetu Icon. So, Jacob Zuma has come out to tell you guys, no, we don't care. We don't care. Now comes the issue where he addresses the issue of the protest. I was worried about this protest. I was like, guys, number one, the protest was set in a date that is too far. It was set about 2 weeks ago for the 20th of June. And I was like, why so far? Why so far? You are giving Jacob Zuma and the faction of Umeri Party Nabututu to prepare themselves on how to deal with you guys that are going to march. And that's exactly what Jacob Zuma said. But you guys, you want to march. You want to divide the political party. But let's hear from Jacob Zuma according to his words.
Kunabantu abazabantu bafuna ukulokhuza uprotesta oba start decision ethile. Kusho ukuthi ayikakheki le party le. Ayikakheki ngalendlela esifuna ngayo. Yentshenda impela. Nani nivume impela nize nixoxe indaba nibhale ngayo yini yona le sifuna inkululeko la. Asivikeli umuntu. Sikhuluma nomonke umuntu la. Ngalabe sathi uqala bahambe azange sibaxoshe. Wayihambela ngoba kwakunezinto ezirong singafuni ukubaphoxa sitsheni isizwe ukuthi bonini ngoba iningi labo loneli kukhulu manje waye bese ningena indaba eningayazi waye ke ningewona lokhuza nihlala nithi yini lento lephezulu lapha lenhlangano hayi makuwa manje sesiyabadala kakhulu abaphethe kakhulu phezulu kwayini
high command
aniyona high command i-high command okufanele ukuthi ikhulume indaba zalenhlangano owenza kahle nongenzi kahle owenza inkinga nongenzi inkinga akuyona indaba yabenu leso ngitshena abadala ke manje nothi ngani ngoba ibona ngizokuthiwa impela bazobe beprotesta kufanele ngabe sithola inkululeko silela inkululeko siphisa siyavikelana sodwa singazi nokuthi lo munye umuntu wenzeni ayenziwa lonto.
There we go.
It's happening.
March at your own risk. I told you guys. If you want to stay in the MK political party, you have to believe in the democratic centralism nonsense that many politicians push amongst their voters when they come with a decision that does not make sense. When the ANC said, no, listen, we are going to defend Phala, and you know that this thing is wrong. As a voter, you have to decide. It's either you are in to defend that whole thing or you are out to, free to go to another political party. If you are still in the MK political party, shut your mouth. And don't go and march. If you are still in, when I call into ongayilungisa, ehlule uFloyd ayingiyazibuzela nje phela wena nane group yakho yaka Floyd Shivambu, do you think your march can fix anything? Do you have the money to go against Abu Mary Party? Unaso isibindi yini to go against uDudu? Ngicela ukubuza ukuthi wena yini unenkani after the president has spoken and you still want to go and march after the president has spoken? Ngiyazibuzela nje phela. Ngiyazibuzela. The president says those who are going to march is going to deal with them. Why do you guys agree to talk about this issue of the march and allow this thing to take to have life, to have a life in its own? Because he says we are fighting for Isolate, we are not playing. He says we are fighting for our freedom. Many SGs have left and they have not wanted to expose them. Now Jacob Zuma forgets the name of the high command. It happens. The man is old. The man is old. Singamshiyeka umdala. Umdala is old. Umdala is going to forget many things. How can you forget an easy thing like the structure of your own political party? He's old. Yakho konje yini lento le laba abakhulu masuse bathi abadala in national high command baba. And you can laugh at it now, but more is still to come. You can't tell me by 2029 Jacob Zuma's mind will be sharp better than 2024. I'm sure I'll go right when I'm up.
Nah, he's gonna go down like Joe Biden, bro. Becoming a senile man. And no disrespect to him. Becoming senile is just how we are designed.
Yeah, man. So he says, you guys are not the high command. It's none of your business. He says, no, I'm talking to the elders of the MK political parties. It's none of your business. I see the MK political party high command has made a decision. You can protest, but you must know you don't know what Floyd has done. That's what Jacob Zuma says. You don't know what Floyd has done. You want to protest. You don't know what Floyd has done. Hi, Buffett. Let me play the last clip on this matter, and I'm going to close this thing. The MK political party, according to many of us. But anyway, listen to this.
Sad to see King Setso is disappointed. He is seeing the end of the MK. I would like to come back to this video to see how your prediction went. You are interesting. You've got a closer eye on this segment of the black movement, black people, black forces who should unite, and you're saying that they should unite. And glad some weeks on to see you honestly express your disappointment. Back when Floyd went to Bushiri there, you were saying that division is caused in that situation quite a lot by religion. And I remember saying, nah, bro, it's not that, man. Allow yourself to feel disappointment openly about the decision Floyd has made. It's a wrong decision, and here are the repercussions. The party is speaking, and I'm glad that you are now also seeing and predicting the end of this party. Will they end? We'll see.
Inhlangano ezokwenza nalokho okwenziwa abanye. Ingakho nje abanye abantu abenza izinto ezirong singafuni ukubaphoxa. Uma sithi akaphume lo asisho ngoba simsukela nje ngizwa kahle kodwa ngeke sinitshene ngoba sasifuna ungcolisa amagama abantu thina sibhekene nani nokukhulula umuntu omnyama asibhekile ukuthi umuntu omnyama onathi uma mhlambe kukhona okuthile sokufanele ukuthi siyeke umzabalazo ke manje sizolwa sodwa hawe bantu thina abantu abamnyama hawo sibahla kangaka kodwa sibuye manje uyayibona nje ngizwe phela abantu sebethi hey siyakhankasa ngizoke ngibonde obani abakulehle abazobona bekhankasa ngoba uma befuna ukuyokwakha iphathi yabo bahambe bakhe iphathi hayi ukuthi bahluphe thina la ngijabula kakhulu ke ngoba intsha ayidlali ngoba iphutha uma nabo sebengena kulezi indaba intsha abantu engibathembile ngoba abantu bekusasa abantu abazi ukuthi kusasa elabo sizwana kahle nize nazi kahle akukho umuntu esizomncenga akekho no no matter how good you are, or important you are,
yes,
or educated you are, asimngeni lokho thina. Akubona bonke abantu aba-educated la. Sizwana. Fanele sihloniphane thina abantu abamnyama. Silungise lento efuna ukuthi ilunge. Sizwana. We mabo. We nkosi yami. Hey. Weba kwethu.
Man, Floyd is finished, bro. He's done, bro. Nah, he's finished.
Sizo mase sakha omama. Sokhuluma nabo. Yazi ukuthi kuyakhulunyiswana ngapha nangapha. Nasentsheni bese kuqala ukukhulunyiswana baba ngathi hey kuyonakala ke manje. Because simele isizwe. Asiyimele thina. Asimele isonto. Simele isizwe. Isizwe ngisho uhlanya lune right yokuphila. Ngoba lusidalanga lwadalwa uNkulunkulu whatever.
You have heard it directly from Ubaba. It says we are building the MK party that is different. When we said we are building the MK political party, we built a different type of beast. And we have to be honest about it. MK is a different type of beast. None of us understand what is going on there. It's only Baba who understand what is going on there. He says they don't want to expose the secretary generals, the 7, because if they expose Floyd, they'll have to tell us what happened to the other 6. Why were they removed? What is it that they did? They must be consistent if they want to expose Floyd Shivambu. And he says, why is it that we are fighting each other? He says he will be there. He wants to see who is exactly wanting to campaign against the MK political party. If you want to build your own political party, go and build your own political party. Giving Floyd Shivambu and those who thought that maybe the MK will be intimidated by Floyd starting his own political party, he says, let's go. If you want to go, he says, no. No matter how big you are, no matter how intelligent you are, you can go and build your own political party. He says there is no person that will be begged in the MK political party. Again, the MK political party, let's say Floyd opens his own party called Maibuyi Africa political party, whatever nonsense we Africans can come up with to further divide the black caucus. That party, if it fails in 2029, in 2026, 27 local election, it will get a minimum of 1 seat, in the 2029 national elections. One seat they will get. Remember, 1 seat is about 100 and something thousand votes.
You think so, bro? You really think so?
Entire country. So 170, and somewhere there. I believe that Floyd can bring about that, especially if he brings serious people to that political party that can assist him. I advise against that completely. But African people, everyone has got their own idea, bright idea. Their political party, political strategy is better than other people. They are, everything is better. So I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised that he's busy registering a new political party right now. Zuma says he trusts the youth. The youth that is the youth leader that is calling a member of the other youth league, Ishangan.
Amandla awethu comrades, discipline makabane unkateko uyishangane from Limpopo. iMK party akuyona yamaZulu eyethu sonke sixakekile. Njengamanje le program le ibuke Africa, ibuke international. Anikwazi ukuba i-discipline comrade. Ngihleli la khona ngamele umsholozi la. So if wena ungezwa bekezela uzofika omunye la akhuluma izulu khona uzozwa ngoba nabanye abezwa le ngaphandle. Amandla.
Siyabonga mongameli olusha.
That's hectic.
As we said and we were stating, today we gather in this historic month of June. We bow our heads in solemn remembrance.
Guys, maybe I will make a video against it because I want that name is used in a bad sense in South Africa. I will make a video about it, or maybe not, because we are tired of explaining this thing that we are Tonga and we are not Shangaan. But even if you go and call that history of Usoshangani and everything, what happened in the history, it's an ignorant person that can use that term. What do you call it? Okay, English. Anyways, very disappointed by Tunisia because I like the young man. I think he's a very solid young man there for the MK political party as a youth convener. He is solid. He is solid. He says, like I said, the closing remark of this video I just played you now. He said, "We are standing for the nation, not for a church." Hey, ATM, did you hear what Zuma said? If you are missing the lines, we'll come back and quote this video in the future. He says, "We are standing for a nation. As Melang is sonto."
Simele isizwe, asiyimele thina, asimele isonto, simele isizwe.
Hi MK political party, I don't know anymore. Please tune in later today. I'll be dropping the video of Colin Makubela, who I am predicting will be removed as the chief whip of the MK political party. I promise you. I'm gonna give you guys just one reason. That's one reason. If you are clever, you'll catch it. If you are slow, it will fly over your head. Colin Makubela will be removed as the chief whip of the MK political party very soon. If not end of this month, early next month. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Tell me what you think on the comment section.
Yeah, so that's King Said So over there, man, with some news about the MK, and we'll be sure to come back and check him out again next time. Hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe.